Welcome to the Dawg and Gus show.
What's up, Dog?
Not much, Gus. What's up with you?
Oh, beautiful sunshiny day here in Ottawa.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice to be out.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. So what are we talking about today?
We're talking about haters. Why people hate certain individuals or certain bands. We're going to delve into that a little bit. And yes, the band that you're thinking of is on this list.
Oh, is it ever? It's on, literally, Dog, I looked at every list online. I looked at every list. It's on there at number one on every list.
I know. I did the same thing. I checked a couple of different lists, and I'm like, yep. And there's a consistency, too, of a few bands that are on the list, on each list.
It's crazy.
Yep. All right.
So let's talk about it here. So,
sure, let's do it.
So basically, some musicians are perennial targets.
Absolutely.
The go-to whipping boys or girls of the people and the press alike.
Yep.
They're an easy punchline to a joke no one's quite finished writing yet, but that probably contains some variation on the theme, you're shit, aren't you? More often than not, these acts carry on regardless. They brush out off their shoulders at every well-aimed think piece or trash-hurling Twitter joke. It helps to be selling out arenas at the same time.
Absolutely does.
So here's the snag, all right? So the most hated acts are likely to be extremely popular.
Yes.
Nobody bothers hating an unknown bar band, after all. In the late 70s, the Bee Gees were probably the most hated act on earth, but they were making millions of dollars. So do you think they cared?
Not very much.
No,
I'm sure they have a thick skin after, coming up through the ranks and stuff. I don't think.
I love the Bee Gees.
Yeah, so do I. It's funny because these lists that we're going to talk about, I love like 98% of the groups.
Yeah.
A couple of them I've never heard of. But I'm just like, I think it's all a personal choice. But we're going to get into that a little bit because I read a couple of things that I want to talk about with a certain band. And we need to discuss.
What are we going to discuss?
We're going to discuss how it's just like the radio. Like radio hates these guys. And with the internet now, because the 70s we didn't have the internet, right?
That's right.
So you're just hated by proxy. I hate them. Yeah, me too. But now it's like there's this whole mob, internet mob mentality, right?
Absolutely.
James Barris Angus said that this group sucks. Well, I can't say they not suck because then I'll be ostracized on the internet. Oh my God.
Twitter especially.
Yeah, it's really, really bad.
Yeah.
And then especially with memes and stuff now, they can do just about anything to just
But some of them are so good.
Some of them are very funny, and I'm sure if these guys have senses of humor, they're laughing at them too, right?
Well, I mean, all they do is look at their black Amex that
seriously.
makes noise when they throw it on the friggin' table with their 6 model wives and chill out.
Yeah, seriously, man. I mean,
but some of them take it personally, and it's hilarious.
I think they do, and I'm not them, so I don't know if I take it personally or not. But anyway, so if somebody started to trash our show, will we take it personally? No, because we're having fun.
That's right.
All right.
Haters gonna hate, bro.
Yes, they will.
That'll be the name of the podcast. Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
No, we'll call it most hated. It doesn't matter.
No, either way.
So does it benefit them to be a hated band?
I think so.
I agree.
Because people are talking.
Yeah.
If they're not talking about you, then you're not doing if people aren't hating you, then you're not doing your job right.
That's right. Like diehard fans.
Yeah.
There are diehard fans of the band that we talked about already. But
absolutely.
We just gotta wait. You gotta wait.
You gotta wait. You know who it is.
Yeah, of course they know.
You're gonna have to wait for us to say it.
Of course they know. So their diehard fans will come out in droves and almost to spite the haters. I wrote this myself.
You're you're very prolific.
Although they hated by many, these bands have huge followings.
Yeah.
Also.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think that the moral of the thing is you're gonna have haters, but a lot of people love you too.
Yeah, absolutely. Or you didn't get to where you are because,
Yeah. So let's go through a list here. So
let's do it.
I put together just some hated bands.
Okay.
I'll go first. I'll say the Raconteurs. Yeah. So that's a Jack Black band.
Yeah.
Jack White, sorry.
Jack White.
Jack Black. Yeah. I wish Jack Black was in that band.
Oh, he would be so good in that band.
He'd be rocking. I love I like the Raconteurs.
So do I.
But I can see why they hate them because it's like you leave the White Stripes, you start this other little band, and then they hate you for it.
Yeah.
So it's stupid, but it is what it is.
Well, because the White Stripes, they had a big following, right? They're a good band,
huge following.
So then some people are going to get their nose out of Jack Black. Oh, I said it too. Yeah, Jack White. So they're going to get they're mad at him, right?
Yeah.
And they're not even. I don't even think they're even giving the music a chance. Some of these folks that get really, really irate.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, it's tough to say for me because I just listen to Steady as She Goes when I love that tune.
There you go.
And it gets you going.
Yep. You know what? You're going to do the next one because I want to address the third one.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Oh, the third one I put in for you because and we both like them. So
I love them.
So Four Non Blondes, I get why, but
I'm not a huge fan, so
no, neither am I. But
I don't get insulted.
I don't hate them.
No, I don't hate. I don't. Maybe there's a couple I do. Like I will use that word for, but this is not one of them.
Yeah,
you already know who I don't like.
Yeah,
we already talked about her before.
I didn't put April Wine on this list just for you.
Nobody hates April Wine, buddy. Nobody.
Yeah. What's the Four Non Blonde song though? Like that big
Joey?
song?
Joey.
Yeah.
So that's the one. But that's the thing too. If you play that, like what radio does with their songs, right? Is they play them over and over. And you just get sick of it, and then you get sick of the band. Or, as we'll talk about a little bit later, maybe there's other reasons why you hate the band.
That's right.
All right. So up next, I can't believe it's on this list. I cannot believe that this group is on.
I don't
list.
agree.
I disagree completely.
No, like I don't agree with this part of the list.
Yeah.
However, this band.
Yeah.
But it's on lists.
Yes, I know.
Which is weird.
I don't get it.
Neither.
And it's Foreigner.
Yeah.
I love Foreigner. I grew up with Foreigner.
Dude, we saw them.
Yeah, we saw them. I've seen them 3 times.
I have a CD. It's actually an album.
Yeah. I have albums. I have most of their albums.
Do you? Yeah.
Yes.
On vinyl?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Well, then you see what I mean? Like that's going back to what is a benefit to be a hated band because the lovers of the band will go to the bat for them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, there's a great essay that you should read. It says called 1,000 True Fans, and it's just like get 1,000 people to like you, and they'll do all the work for you.
Absolutely. And these guys know that they've been around since the '60s, right? They've been around a long, long time.
Yeah. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I disagree completely. Again.
Listen, I agree with you, and
except you're going to say it, aren't you?
I have Anthony Kiedis wrote a book.
Yes,
right?
he did.
And it's pretty controversial because the story in the book that he even wrote, and it's there, is that he slept with a young woman, and she told him that she was 14.
No, was she 14 or 16?
He was 23.
Yeah, and
she was 14. And she was the chief of police's in the area's daughter.
Of course she was, because who else would she be?
So he, in spite of her, had slept with her again after knowing that.
See, and that's where, it's like,
but why put that in your book, bro?
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, it's terrible. Like, listen, we're not going to get into all of the terrible things that musicians do because a lot of musicians have been with younger women and a lot of young women have been with younger men. So, but I love Red Hot Chili Peppers. You're literally wearing a shirt right now.
I am.
So I am wearing their shirt. And I love them. So
do I. Their new album is awesome.
It is awesome.
It is awesome.
But also, the story. I think the story you're getting at is you can tell it because I think it's about his dad, right? Because his dad's in Lethal Weapon. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
So he's like one of the drug dealers in Lethal Weapon that they bust.
Okay.
And I guess he had a really bad upbringing. That's why he got into drugs so young.
Okay. All right. Well, fair enough. A lot of them did, right?
Yeah. And do you know the whole story?
No, I don't.
Okay, so I'll do it.
Keep going.
Okay, so basically his dad got him the girlfriend of his dad at the time to sleep with his son who was 13.
Okay.
And she was 30.
Oh, wow.
So it's basically
all right. So you got to get your love thing is messed up when you do stuff like that.
I think so. And I mean he was a heroin addict, so it's not like and that's why that's why they don't wear any clothes on stage to show they're clean. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Crazy, eh?
Well, I didn't know that. And that's
so I know a lot about them because I love them.
Yeah, you do. And I like them a lot, but I don't love them as much as you do. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one didn't come up on my list, but I can see this for sure. The Pussycat Dolls.
Yeah.
Because they're basically just a band of all these pretty girls that kind of prounce around and with no clothes on.
I hate them.
And sing, or sort of sing, don't you?
Isn't that it? Yeah. Don't
you wish your girlfriend was like
you
hot,
must have played that a lot when you were doing weddings.
I played a bunch of their songs.
Yeah.
There's this one. There's one called Buttons, I think, or something. It's just mindless stuff that you play at weddings and stuff that people like to dance to, right? Yeah. There's really no like, don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Well, yeah, that's the only lyrics that,
well, it's genius.
Oh,
I bet you they didn't even write it.
No, but they're all very good-looking women because that was the point, right?
Of course.
It was like the Backstreet Boys. They were manufactured. They're put on an assembly line like a whole bunch of other, like the female bands, right?
For sure.
This next one, I'm sorry, I have a hard time with this.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
No. Why?
People hate them.
Why?
I don't know. I love him by himself as a country star.
Darius. Yeah. I had to convince a friend. We were talking about that, and I said, Darius Rucker is the lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish. No, he's not. Yeah, he is. Had to pull up my phone and show the guy.
Well, I want to be with you. Actually, I don't mind them.
No.
I don't hate them. I don't love them.
I don't understand why people hate them.
I think it's just because they're super cheesy.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe they're not true rockers. Black Eyed Peas.
I'm on the fence with this one because they, like I said, DJing and stuff. I play a lot of their stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like Fergie is not
early Black Eyed Peas. Is
early
awesome,
Black Eyed Peas is awesome
without Fergie.
Without Fergie, and then Fergie kind of got a little.
That album's huge. Like
it sure is
huge album. But however, and very talented.
Yep.
But they were better hip hop artists before, and then they became really poppy.
Well,
but they wanted to sell records.
Well, that's the thing, right? What you kind of you get your morals and your standards, and it's like, hey, what, do we want to be true to our form, true to our music, or do we want to get on the radio and get money?
Yeah. Well, at some point you got to get paid, man.
Well, that's just it. You can't keep doing it for free or for peanuts.
On that note, we're looking for sponsors. We have one, but
nice segue.
You like that?
Yeah.
I want you to do this one.
Okay. The Sex Pistols. Now I can see this. Very, very like
Sex Pistols. Yeah.
Yeah. They're just abrasive, right? Like they came onto the scene and they were just like,
fuck you,
anarchy in the UK, and whatever they were doing, and they just didn't care.
Yeah,
they didn't care about
God
what people.
Save the Queen.
Yeah,
that's a good tune.
They didn't care what people thought, be it fans, be it record labels. They didn't give a damn. They're out there playing their music and getting their point across. And
they were young too.
Yeah, like very young. And of course, the drugs and the alcohol probably helped propel that.
Had a bit of. They partied a little,
maybe just a little, but I can see that for sure. But I mean, like you said, some standards that are we're still being played today, and still they still have a following. And you know what I mean?
Do they ever?
So so I can see that one there.
Yeah, LCD Sound System. Do you know them?
I've heard of them. A friend of mine's a really big fan.
I'm a huge fan too.
I'm not a huge fan. So why the hate?
Shout out to my buddy Johnny because he loves
Johnny.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know where the hate comes from. Maybe it's just because they're kind of. He's very flamboyant. Like he's out there. Like he's awesome.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I love a really flamboyant, crazy.
It's fun to watch, right?
Absolutely. And I think that people get turned off because he's so himself.
Well, haters, like you said, haters going to hate.
Yeah, man.
And they don't really need reasons, do they?
The next one is yours.
Oh yeah, you set this up pretty good.
Oh, did I ever?
And you're going to film this one because I'm going to have something to say.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
The Eagles.
Yeah.
They're hated.
Yeah, they are.
I call bullshit.
Well, it's hard to say they're hated. Like I don't think anybody sold more albums than at one point, but
no, but they were huge.
They were they did think that they were greater than they were great, but they always flaunted that part of it.
I don't
listen. Like even their bass player, like remember when they were coming back for a tour, Hell Froze Over?
Yeah, Timothy B. Schmidt.
Yeah, he didn't go with them. Remember he because he wanted it to be equally paid, and
he's not.
And then Henley and your favorite,
Glenn Frey.
Yeah, Glenn Frey.
He's not my favorite. I like him
of the two.
No, I would. Okay, Glenn Frey.
Yeah. So they wanted to get, but they had to. The reasoning that it was that they had solo careers that were quite successful. I mean, Frey had. I think they both won Grammys, and they're like.
Yeah, well, he did some. He got. Like he had a song on Miami Vice on the soundtrack.
You belong to the city. Is that it?
No.
Well, it's a good song.
That's from the Warriors.
So
they play that in the Warriors.
Yeah.
In the city.
That's his song.
Yeah.
And then Blackstreet used that.
Yeah, for
their album. It's actually a pretty good song.
So Timothy B. Schmidt did put a couple albums out. They weren't great, but he did.
Yeah.
And he does sing "I Can't Tell You Why," which is the Eagles song.
Yeah.
He does sing that song. So I find there's a lot of problems with that kind of stuff. We can talk about that another time. Just like the distribution of the Monets, as you say.
Well, money always comes in between bands, man.
It sure does.
Yeah.
Because you got Henley and
ego, dude.
Yeah, Eagle and Eagles.
Eagles have ego.
All right.
Miley Cyrus. Now, this woman has a phenomenal voice. I don't know if you've listened to her recent rendition of Madonna's song.
Which one?
I think it's Like a Virgin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have not listened.
Love Life is a Mystery. What is that one? Anyways,
that's not like a virgin.
It's not like a virgin.
No.
It's
anyways,
but she does a phenomenal version. People hate her because she's so like her.
And you're right. Her voice is amazing. Yes, she's done some stuff in her life that people kind of go. But it's her life, man. Just stop judging.
Well,
man.
that's it. Like the whole twerking thing, and then but who cares?
Yeah,
who cares? Like, be yourself.
Yep.
I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, look at Elton John. Like, I mean, he was always himself.
Hey, it's the old quote: "Be yourself. Everybody else is taken."
That's right, man.
All right.
You want this one?
No.
Okay, you get the next one.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, Pitbull. People hate Pitbull.
Another one, or I'm on the fence. I'm not.
I like Pitbull.
I don't know him.
I don't like his music. But if you listen to him speak, he's very eloquent and he's a very driven person.
Okay,
and I like that.
Yeah. His music I play a lot, of course, because again with DJing and stuff, you want to have that dance stuff. And the next guy as well, as much as I don't like to play it, Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
But again, this kid started out like what, 14?
Oh yeah, he was
something like that.
He was found on YouTube.
Yeah, but 14 years old, a little bit of attitude when he started growing up and stuff. Did some sketchy stuff. You can't say he's not talented.
Oh yeah, he's talented. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he does his thing, and I think people just don't like that. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Biebs, but I'm not gonna diss the man. He's got talent. You know, he really does. Yeah. Except for when he's designing hockey shirts. That's my issue with that.
Yeah. Or Tim. I don't like his Timbits.
Those Timbits were actually pretty good. Sorry. Thanks, Biebs.
Yeah. Thank you, Biebs.
Thanks, Biebs.
I'll do this one. Nicki Minaj.
You do this one.
Nicki Minaj.
I'm not a fan.
You know what? I can see why. Mm-hmm. You know, and the other thing about Nicki Minaj, like, she's a pretty good rapper. Like, if you listen to her lyrics and stuff, like if you break down the actual part of the rapping, I do like some of her stuff. There's this couple songs that she does with Drake and Lil Wayne that are pretty good when they're all together.
Right.
But yeah, it's tough.
It's tough because, again, for me as a DJ, it's always the same songs, right?
Yeah.
And I don't really, like I've told you before, I'm not shy to say it, I don't listen to that music when I want to listen to music.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Neither do I.
Yeah, I don't know much more than what I play at venues when I play. I barely know that.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I know a lot, but when it comes to that stuff,
fair enough. I know.
All right, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I don't hate Taylor.
No, neither do I. She's talented.
Country-wise, I loved her, and I don't like the way she is now, but I loved her country music.
Yeah, when she first started, it was good. It was like, and then she got into the whole, like, it's just the internet thing, right? Everybody has to hate Taylor because why?
Yeah, and she got like really treated poorly by Kanye.
Yeah, and that was.
By the way, he's on the list.
Yeah, he sure is.
I put him in capital letters.
Yeah.
I love Conway.
Yeah, you love Conway, but I'll say Conway.
But yeah, he was really ignorant to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that was just not called.
And I didn't like that. And even Beyonce kind of brought her back up. Remember, Beyonce's B. Yeah, Queen B.
Yeah,
so
Queen B.
She's not hated.
Nope, she's nowhere near our list.
But she brought Taylor back up later on in that show. So.
Yeah, and Taylor handled it well for somebody who was just like, what the hell's going on? What are you doing?
Yeah, why are you here?
Why are you stealing my thunder, dude?
Yeah, jerk.
Yeah.
Axl Rose.
Again, it's another one who kind of put himself in that category because he's a
dick.
He was such a dude.
I love him. Listen, I saw him with you and Coleman, and we amazing show. But I'm a huge Slash guy. Like
so am I.
That's who I love in that band.
So am I.
And I like Duff too. But
Duff's good. Axl is a little bit of a douche. You're right.
So many great songs that he wrote, though, and I love his music.
Yep.
However, as a person, he is not a nice person.
Well, I mean,
back then, maybe he is now.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, we're fans, right? We buy the music. We listen to the music. We buy the music. We're the reason that you've got what you've got. All of us combined. Like, all the millions of people that love Guns N' Roses, love whatever. We're the reason you guys are where you are. Exactly. Yes, you did the hard work and stuff, but if it wasn't for us buying the music, where would you be?
That's right.
So don't come out on stage, decide after 2 songs that you're done because you're having a hissy fit with somebody else in the band.
There's another group of people here that we're going to get into that did the same thing.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. But you know what? Don't do that. That's wrong.
It's wrong.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm not paying 100.
A lot of drugs, dude. A lot of drugs.
I know, but there's 100.
Remember and they showed up like hours late.
I know.
Hours.
And it's like, dude, I paid $150 of my hard-earned money to come see you, and this is what we get?
Oh, yeah.
No, sorry. No, not happening.
Ego.
Yeah.
Again, goes back to the ego thing.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
No, sir. No, sir.
You're next.
Marilyn Manson.
I love Marilyn.
He's hated because he's just himself. Yeah, and he's on my bucket list of concerts I want to see.
Oh, cool.
I so want to see him live. That'd be so much fun.
Absolutely.
I don't hate him.
No, I don't either. I like Beautiful People got me fired up all the time.
Man, that's such a good song.
Even his version of Sweet Dreams.
Sweet Dreams is good. His Soft Cell, Tainted Love's a great tune.
Yeah.
He's got some other ones that are on. My second tattoo that I got, I was in, and the guy's like, "Do you mind if I put on some music?" And I'm like, "Nah, go ahead, man." And he put on Manson,
Yeah.
Mechanical, whatever it was, that album was. And it was fabulous. I left the tattoo studio, went to the Rito Center and bought the CD. It was so good.
That was an expensive day.
Yeah, it cost me it was a pretty big day.
That's all good, bro.
Yeah.
You go. You enjoy it. Oh, yeah, Kanye. So Kanye, to me, like when his original albums, like Graduation and like amazing. Literally phenomenal. He did all the beats for Jay-Z too for the Black Album. Unbelievably talented, but people hate him. People hate him.
Yep.
And this whole Pete Davidson thing doesn't help. And then, of course, when he goes to Super Bowl and he wears like a black mask like over his head. And
I didn't see that part.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. He's just different, man. And that's the problem, right? Like people hate different.
Yeah. It scares people too, right? They don't know how to deal. They don't know how to deal with different. You got to be, it was old Frank Burns that once said it, I think, when he said, individuality is fine as long as we all do it together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good quote.
Thank you. Frank Burns.
Well done.
Ash. We going to the next one? Or are we still talking about Kanye?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Insane Clown Posse. Not a huge fan, but they look like a lot of fun.
I fucking hate them.
Oh, do you?
Oh, I'm a huge hater of them because I love Eminem. And
they
thought they had the shit locked down with being being hard on Eminem. And it's like Eminem, just leave that guy alone. Like even Raekwon, who's like from Wu-Tang, is one of the greatest lyricists out there.
Yeah.
Says leave the white guy alone.
Yeah.
Like don't even mess with him.
Yeah.
And they're both like obviously Insane Clown Posse are both Caucasian, but that it's irrelevant. But anyways, it's like, why would you even test this guy? And that was when Eminem was like in his prime, man. He's still sick, but it's like back then he was like
he was super sick.
He was exactly. But he was still fiery, and he was still like his lyrics were explosive.
Yeah.
You know,
and you want to throw down with me in Insane Clown Posse? Let's do this. I know he had a bunch of different feuds with certain people. So
yeah.
And now a word from our sponsor.
We are currently recording Dawg and Gus in the podcast booth at Staples Studio, Ottawa, on 403 Bank Street, where they have everything to help your business. They are currently offering a safe and healthy place to work with desks, offices, and drop-in memberships. More than a co-working space, Studio is a community to help you work, learn, and grow. For more information on pricing, please visit studio.staples.ca or contact the community manager at studio.ottawa@staples.ca for a tour.
Right on. Yeah, do it, man. It's a great place.
Awesome place.
Yep. And now,
back to the show.
Back to the show.
We'll get that eventually, guys. No, but we appreciate Staples. They're awesome.
Yes. Yes, very, very accommodating.
So we did, Courtney Love.
Yep.
I'll do Courtney. I'll say Courtney Love. You can go on your rant because I know you don't like her. I don't like her. Listen, I don't like her because of the Kurt Cobain thing, and I don't know if it's real or not. And then she took all the music, and like that's where Dave Grohl and the 7-foot bassist that was in the band. I can't remember. He's got a long last name.
Yeah.
So I'm not. You go ahead, man.
I'm the same way with. I just don't think she had any talent. I think she rode Cobain's coattails, and I think that.
Oh, for sure.
I think that she doesn't deserve another minute of my time, and we're done.
Okay, moving on.
Yep. John Mayer.
Because he's a womanizer.
Womanizer.
He got a lot of.
Did Britney write that song?
He got more bumper than Goodyear, buddy.
Oh, John Mayer.
Well, think about who he's dated, right? Like everybody.
Not me. Not you.
But he is a virtuoso on the guitar.
Yeah. Well, there's that, right?
Yeah.
But it's funny how we get personal. Like we get into their personal lives, right? And that's why we hate them. Oh, I don't like that guy because he did this.
Exactly.
But then you kind of separate yourself and go, but he's an amazing guitar player.
He's a musician, period.
Yeah, there you go.
But you're right.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, right? It is a problem.
Well, it's just the way we are. It's the way we're built, right? Like if
Yeah, but you're moral, right? Like we're all moral.
Yeah.
So you think, okay, is he morally wrong? Like, no, maybe not. I mean, who knows who broke up the relationship or whatever, right? We don't know everything.
But it takes two, right? It's not just John Mayer. He's not like he's out there abusing women. Like he's sleeping, he's having affairs.
He's dating with them, yeah.
Yeah, and that takes two people.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I've never heard of him forcing himself on anybody.
Well, that's the thing, right? So like if he was out doing that,
he just pulls out that voice in the guitar. And,
and they melt, and there you go. There goes the close.
Bodies of Wonderland throws that at you. See you later.
Geez. Yeah, we're done. Yeah. And scene. You can do this one.
50.
People
hate 50 Cent.
And more so after the Super Bowl, right? Like it was just like taking shots at him.
Because he's heavier.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. And you know what? When you're 50, Are you going to be heavier? I don't understand these haters out there. What does it have to do?
Some of the memes were amazing, but
sure. There's some of them were pretty funny, and I'm sure he got a good chuckle off them. But what the hell does his weight have to do with his talent?
50 doesn't give one shit.
I don't think he does.
Why should he? He's done everything. He was literally a street thug that sold crack and became a hip hop artist and sold vitamin water for $50 million. And then, come on, the guy's an entrepreneur. He's brilliant. I love 50. And that album was the biggest album, maybe bigger than Eminem's albums. Yeah. So you can't complain. Like In the Club was the biggest hit of that year. By far,
and it's still being played.
Oh yeah, and people love it.
It's still being sampled. It's on Twitter. Twitter, but it's on TikTok and stuff. It's just stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave the man alone. You can do this guy because
I put a few hip hop artists around.
I see that
here. Yeah. So and the one at the end is my favorite to hate. Lil Wayne and Drake. I'll put them in the same because they're not one and the same, but they're anyway. So people hate Lil Wayne because. He's kind of he's out there. He's an interesting character,
Sure.
And Drake, everybody hates Drake because they all think he's fake. Drake is fake.
Fake Drake.
Yeah, which is not true.
Okay.
Drake does come from a fairly affluent background,
yes, but that I know about. Yeah,
whereas Lil Wayne didn't.
And Lil Wayne's all tatted up with the cap teeth and stuff too, right? So it's kind of like some people kind of
they don't like him. And then you go into Eazy-E. Everybody hated Eazy-E because everybody loved Ice Cube, right? Okay. I don't know if you know the whole NWA thing. Okay,
I know of the band.
Straight Outta Compton. You should watch it. It's a really good movie. Eazy-E was obviously the NWA, and he was kind of the face of that. And then he had Ruthless Records, which he had with a guy named Jerry, who was stealing from the band. And Ice Cube, but he was getting all the money, and Ice Cube was like, "Listen, I'm not getting paid. I'm not signing that contract." And he left.
Okay.
And Ice Cube's was the talent, right? He wrote everything. So Dre was obviously the talent in the beats,
right?
And then all the writing was done by Ice Cube. So everybody hated Eazy-E because he let Ice Cube leave, and then Dr. Dre left, and then they talked shit about them. Well, he still kind of rapped, and then of course he got HIV and died. But anyways, I liked Eazy-E, but all of his stuff was either written by Ice Cube or MC Ren, and he never wrote his own stuff.
Okay,
although he was a street thug in Compton, he was a badass motherfucker. But
well, all right then.
Vanilla Ice,
hate him.
I know. Yeah, I know you do. You can't. I like the song, but
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. And then when he came back and he was flipping houses or something. Remember that show he had on HGTV?
Oh my god.
Fuck that guy.
I don't speak badly of the man, but I just won't listen to his stuff. And I just you make billions or millions of dollars off a beat from from a super group, the Queen and David Bowie.
They made money too, man.
I know they did, but the thing is, that's the one thing I can't say it.
Okay, we'll move on. Yeah. Eminem again, the list. A lot of people hated him back in the day because he was a white rapper that did it better than everybody else.
Yep.
And then everybody knew it. And Dr. Dre was the only guy that took him on. So, hey, haters gonna hate, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Gonna hate.
Soulja Boy. I won't go too much. Yeah, he's got that Soulja Boy, and he's got that song that everybody did the dance to for that 5 minutes, and then
his 15 minutes.
But he's a dick.
Okay,
he's an asshole. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, we're swearing a lot in this one.
You are.
Oh yeah, I'm on fire. But.
Yeah, you're on foo.
Well, it's hater. It's a hater.
Yeah, so we're hating. We're really angry about this.
So Ja Rule.
I know who Ja Rule is. Yeah.
Yeah. People hate Ja Rule.
I like his voice.
You want to hear a funny joke though?
Sure.
So what 50 Cent did to Ja Rule?
No.
Okay, so you don't want to hear it?
No. I said I haven't heard it.
So basically, 50 Cent's on Stephen Colbert or something, and so he's explaining to Stephen Colbert how he basically bought the first 3 rows of his performance, and so nobody was sitting in the front 3 rows.
That's funny.
And Ja Rule goes out, murder. I hated Ja Rule. Yeah. Actually, some of his songs were good, but only because he had certain people with him.
Yes, of course, which kind of bring people up that you don't like, right?
And I'll tie it all together here. We're going to go deeper a bit, but Suge Knight. Now, Suge Knight, people hate Suge Knight, okay? And the reason being is of his ruthlessness on Death Row Records, and then him making everybody. The East-West thing came from Suge Knight, in my opinion. Like,
okay.
You know, like that's why Biggie died and that's why Tupac died, because basically Suge Knight put this thing out there and it was selling a lot of records at the time.
Yeah.
But it was like, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like the fact that he's a piece of garbage, and he hit a guy with his car, and he's in jail. Hit a guy in his car on the set of Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, well, stand up guy. That's who.
So I wrote some assholes. Apparently,
well, this first one that you have here, I've heard.
Yeah,
that he's not.
Well, you go first.
He's not the nicest guy in the world, and you wouldn't think that coming from this band, right? The Beach Boys and Mike Love, but he's been despised by fans who follow the band because of his legal dealings with the band and co-founder Brian Wilson. Sorry, I almost lost that.
That's okay.
Was considered, and he is the genius behind. It's not considered the genius behind. He is the genius behind the Beach Boys.
You're damn right.
Yeah, and Mike Love.
The other thing Mike Love did too that was kind of jerky was he made fun of the fact that he went into that hiding for a year. Right, he stayed in his room for a year.
Yeah, well, he's a recluse, man.
Well, he went through a lot. I mean, how do you talk shit about somebody you're in a band with that? You know,
and quote me if I'm wrong, but aren't they related? Aren't they cousins?
Yeah, cousins.
So
but that might bring something. Some
sure, stuff that we don't know, right?
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's and then there. So the next guy was Ted Nugent.
He's an asshole.
There
I said it.
Finally, I got you to swear on camera. Woo. Ted Nugent, people don't like him because of his pro-gun and staunch conservatism. And
his politics,
but again,
right?
Who gives a shit if he's political? We shouldn't care about that.
No, but the fact is that he goes after other people too, right? Like he's commented on.
Yeah, he talks.
He's in the news now because him and Joan Jett are having a little bit of a fit with each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
super.
He said something, and Joan Jett said, "Well, he's Ted Nugent. He's got to live with being Ted Nugent." So that was kind of a shot. Joan Jett.
That's why I love Joan Jett.
Joan Jett's awesome.
I know she's not your favorite.
No, she's not. Well, no, Pat would be my favorite, but Joan's right up there.
We've established all this. I'm a Joan Jett guy. I like the jet black hair. I'm all down with that.
Yeah.
You go. Do you want the next one?
You can take. I'll take this one. You can take the next one.
Okay.
But I can't. Neil Diamond, really?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
I'm surprised too. And
okay.
Read it
because of the
Read
rider.
why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of the rider that he has in his contract. Okay. It's said to be hated by the people who have to work with his live performances because written in his contract, people who work the event backstage are not allowed to make eye contact, and he is said to be difficult to work with. Huh.
Interesting.
Sounds
you don't know everything, right?
No, you don't, and I never said I did. But.
I got that from. There's a guy that works with all these. He's like a studio artist.
Okay.
He's on a social media platform,
right?
So he kind of broke it down. Someone that he worked with, and he said that he's not a nice guy.
You know what? We could do a whole show on the riders, it's a contract that they put up. I'm coming to play here. You need to have this for me.
What was the brown
M&Ms? That was Van Halen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
they just did it to see if they do it, right?
I think so. But Mariah,
they were so high on cocaine.
But my friend, my pal Mariah, apparently is quite the diva when it comes to certain things and we can talk about that another time.
Fair enough.
Because we're digressing here.
Yeah. Yoko Ono.
You can be my Yoko Ono,
baby. Simply because she broke up the Beatles.
I doubt that.
I knew too, but that's what the people think.
I would hate Yoko Ono just because she thinks she can sing.
Oh, yeah, she can't sing.
No.
Her son can.
Yep, her son is very talented.
Thankfully, it came from her father.
Yes, very much so. I don't believe she broke up the Beatles. John and Paul were arguing many years before that.
Well, I think being in the Beatles was stressful.
Yes, absolutely was.
And eventually,
being a Beatle myself.
Yeah,
I know these things.
Well, you know about being stressed.
I've been stressed before.
Stressed. Essentially, though, like the Beatles, I think they were on their way out because of the stress of being in that band.
Yeah.
And they're both in the fight for the frontman stuff.
Yeah,
right?
and when being the lead lyricist, right? Because they were always fighting over that stuff. Because the two of them wrote a lot of good tunes and
pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good tunes.
A lot of very good tunes. James.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
You want to do this one?
No, that's all yours, Wesley.
Hey,
it's all yours.
Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Apparently, a trust fan baby who plays up being a poor guy from Detroit. Really?
Yeah.
Kid Rock. Really? Come on.
Well, he's white trash, right? Like he tries to be white trash, but he's actually like comes from money.
Really?
Yeah, you wouldn't know that.
No, I did not.
Neither did I. Even when I read about it.
I was this old when I found that out.
Yeah, today.
Today old. Yeah.
6 seconds ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I listen. I like that album that he came out with at the beginning, where it was like Bada Wabamba or whatever.
Oh yeah, but Tamawawa, whatever, however you pronounce it.
I remember playing it with my Alpines in the old Honda Accord that I had my first car.
Cranker.
17 years old or something.
There you
No,
go.
maybe it was 19.
There you go.
I'll do this one because I love the band.
Ah.
I absolutely love the band.
Okay.
I love the band. So I love this band. They're called it's called Oasis, the Gallagher brothers. So both of them are pricks. And they spent their entire time in Oasis trying to out-prick each other.
Yep. That's what brothers will do.
At least now they're being pricked separately.
There you go. And Oasis is no longer. And I'm okay with that.
Oh, fair enough. But I love their music. I think Noel's a tremendous writer, but they're both dicks.
Yeah.
Huge dicks.
I never really bought
Small penises, but huge dicks.
Right, gotcha.
I'm going to put that on Instagram.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Yeah. I'm sure they'll want to hear from you.
Oh, yeah. They don't give a shit. That's the thing, too, right? Like success.
They don't care.
No, they got cash. You go.
Vince Neil.
Oh, yeah. Everybody hates him.
Oh, my goodness. Well, because he killed Razzie from, or Dazzle was his name?
I think it was Dazzle.
Yeah, from Hanoi Rocks when he was, like, he shouldn't even been walking, let alone driving. If you watch the movie The Dirt, they have that part in the movie, where he does kill the drummer, and it's like, but he was hard partying and stuff, and all that catches up with you. Piss a lot of people off being in Motley Crue. Yeah,
but also he kind of bragged about it that he only got 2 weeks.
Yeah, and that's he's manslaughter, and he kills somebody and he does 2 weeks. Yeah,
he was a dick, man.
Yeah, and still is.
Yeah,
you don't change.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's not listening to our show anyway.
How about this one?
No,
is this bad?
Yes.
All right. Well,
no, you just say it.
R. Kelly.
Yeah, because
he's R. Kelly.
Right, and we're done.
That's it. So I checked out this thing. I think you sent it to me, actually.
Yes, I did.
The Hated Bands by JT, I believe, is a DJ.
Yeah, okay.
From Jack FM.
Right, and there's also it came from Best Life magazine, I think, with their list as well. It's pretty much similar.
So let's go back
in time,
and let's go from the bottom to the So there's 21 bands.
Oh, Jesus!
And we'll quickly go through the list.
Okay,
I'll go first.
Do it.
Linkin Park.
Like them.
I kind of like them too.
Yeah.
Spin Doctors.
Kind
of
quirky.
Fucking hated them. Oh my god!
With that one song they had.
I'm pissed about this one. It's Nirvana.
Yeah, and I'll be pissed about the next one.
Yeah, but so your uncle.
Yeah,
So Nirvana, I don't understand.
Me neither.
But
Rush, I get it, and I don't get it at the same time.
People hate him because of Geddy Lee's voice, and I've told you this on multiple times. And I like Rush.
Oh,
for the record.
Okay.
On air.
However,
there is an issue with his voice. But that's what makes him him.
Yep.
So I'm not going to hate him for it.
And that's what makes Rush Rush.
Yes. And
you take this one.
Pearl Jam. God, who the fuck hates Pearl Jam?
Like you said, man, haters going to hate. They don't even need a reason.
Like, I know that Pearl Jam's super, like, they're advocates for a greener world and all that.
Sure.
So
and what's wrong with that?
I have no issue with that. Like,
apparently
you think a band isn't allowed to have an opinion on the fact that they don't like where the climate's going?
See, that's the thing, though. It's like you get people out there. We don't want to hear your politics. All we want to hear is your songs. Well, listen to my songs, dude. I'm talking about politics.
But it's like that in sports, too.
I know, right? Yeah. Like, should sports athletes have opinions about politics?
Yeah. I don't know. Yes, of course they should. Of course they should.
It affects them as well.
You and I have an opinion of politics. We can have, all of us can. We're never going to bring it up on this show, ever.
No.
But, yeah.
And then we're going back to the Gallagher brothers again with Oasis.
Oasis
they're on there.
Is on 16. Okay. Yeah, we don't need to go further into that one.
No, sir.
I actually kind of like the next band.
E2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who is it?
Korn.
Yeah, Korn's okay. Yeah. Although apparently, like, a couple of them are kind of not nice guys.
Well, they're in a heavy metal band. You got the persona to keep up. Maybe it's just like they need to keep this persona up of, I'm in a heavy metal band, man. You're not supposed to like me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But they call it like the whole I Got the Life video where they're kind of crashing Lamborghinis and Ferraris and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get that, though. That's just a fucking video.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
What about these guys?
Oh, man, I don't like this one on the list.
No.
I love them.
I know. But I think I can come up with the reason why.
Go ahead.
Back in the day, with the file sharing with Napster, and they stepped all over that because they didn't like it.
Well, Lars is a dick.
Yeah, but the thing is, are they right? Like, I buy the album. I share it with you. You share it with 10 other people. One person bought the album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
That's what they got trapped on, and that's why they were all over him. You're a rock and roll star, and you're worried about money.
People hate people that are successful, dude.
Yeah.
Look at Elon Musk and stuff. Like, people hate them.
You know what? I love Garth Brooks. He's the same way. He doesn't like these kind of things because it takes money away from the artist.
He's actually not even on Spotify.
Yeah, I know. But he started his own streaming.
Did he?
It was called Ghost Music.
Oh, wow.
And it lasted like maybe
6 minutes.
6.5 minutes. Anyway, so that's probably why people don't like Metallica. Anyway.
You're gonna hate this one.
And I already do.
I can't believe it's on the list.
Me neither.
But
who
is this JT guy?
Yeah, seriously, man.
Go ahead.
The Doors.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I could see it with Morrison because he was very erratic in his behaviors and stuff, and it probably maybe miffed a lot of people.
Short-lived, though, dude. Like,
I know, but why hate them now?
I don't get it.
Me neither.
Like, the music at the time was good.
Yep. Very good.
And I like the music now, and you do too.
Absolutely,
I can see why people don't. However, he's one of the. We had him on our Rushmore of our.
Yes, we did. Was it you or me?
I think it was me. I think because we did it like back and forth, and I was able to get him before you. If you guys haven't listened to that episode, go ahead.
Yeah, listen to all the episodes.
Frontman. Yeah. I'll do this. The Green Day.
Again, I
don't like Green Day.
Okay, I'm not a huge fan.
I remember when I graduated high school.
Yep.
That Green Day "Time of Your Life" song was on.
Yeah.
Fucking lost. I hated it.
Well,
I loved high school, but I hated that.
Yeah. This one,
yeah,
I definitely can get it. I can get behind. I don't like Coldplay.
No.
No.
So, did you ever listen to the Rush of Blood to the Head album?
Yeah,
that's a good album.
Yeah, but I just don't.
Green Eyes. It's a good song.
So I'll do this one because I have a friend my friend Noella that I worked with the ALS Society is the biggest fan of this band I've ever met.
Yep.
She's seen them, and I shit you not, 30-something times.
Wow.
And I don't understand why they're on here. Why are they on here? Dave Matthews Band, by the way.
Thank you for naming them.
Just so you, what the hell are they talking about?
I'm not sure why. I love them.
I'm at a loss.
I like them a lot.
Yeah.
The Dave Matthews Band is awesome. Okay. And the challenge with that is basically, I don't know. I don't get it. I think it's just this guy's list, right?
Yeah. So there's a few on here.
Once we get to one, we'll all be in agreement.
It'll all come into it.
It's all going to tie together.
Your turn.
Kiss.
Gene Simmons. That's all I have to say.
You think?
Yep.
You don't like Stanley either, I don't think.
Paul Stanley's fine. It's Gene Simmons that rubs me the wrong way.
Paul Stanley, wasn't he in Phantom of the Opera?
Yeah.
Did he do that one year?
He did that for a little bit, yeah.
Kiss, yeah, and the marketing and all that shit.
Well, because Gene Simmons is like, it's all about the money.
Yeah.
Right? And it irks a lot of people, right? Because a lot of people say, why isn't it about the music?
Yeah.
But he's all about the merchandising.
They're not like prolific musicians.
No,
they're not. They play fun rockin' songs.
Sure. But Simmons is all about making the money off of the merch.
Yeah, and he does
everything else.
They literally sell. What is it? They can you could get buried in what?
Yeah. They sold blood and this. You know what? They're like the Toronto Maple Leafs of the rock and roll.
Oh,
well, with their merchandise,
one game
right?
away.
They're with their merchandise, right?
Winning a first round since the last time they beat them.
We're not talking about that.
Screw them.
Radiohead.
I know, and I love them. I love Radiohead.
I'm not a huge fan, but I don't hate them.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Nope.
Fish, I get.
Fish, I don't really listen to, so I have nothing to say.
Fish is okay. They're just no. I don't get this one.
I do.
Is it The Voice?
Yep.
Bob Dylan?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my thinking. I can't talk for the other people who dislike Bob Dylan, but I think The Voice is just listen to his voice.
It is. Yeah.
But if you listen to the lyrics behind the voice, then maybe it would change your mind. But people can't get that far, apparently.
Fair enough.
All right.
Mumford and Sons?
I don't really have a say in this. I really don't listen to their music.
I liked a few of their songs.
They're catchy and they kind of all sound the same to me.
Well, they changed once they got rid of the banjos, it was like, what are you doing? Like, that's the best part.
Yeah.
I can get behind this one.
Oh, can you?
You too.
No, not me. You.
No, you. You too. Yeah.
You go ahead.
I like their early stuff.
Yeah.
But it became such a pain in the ass to hear Bono speak.
And he's very opinionated on his stuff as well, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that kind of turns people off.
Yeah.
And the whole thing they did with iTunes, that pissed a lot of people off. Not me, because I got a free album from U2 and I was liking it. But I don't, honestly, I don't really listen to what he has to say politically. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not a very political person. If you want to spout your politics, just don't do it in the middle of a concert. That's all I got to say.
I get it.
Creed. Man, I have never heard anybody say anything nice about I don't know anybody say anything nice about Scott Stapp ever.
No.
So yeah, he's on the list. They're on the list. You deserve to be there.
What about Limp Bizkit, number 2?
Ah, man.
See, I like Nookie, that song.
Yeah,
Nookie and break stuff.
Yeah, they got a few good tunes.
For sure.
But I think it's their frontman.
Yeah.
Fred Durst pissed people off.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He pissed his guitarist off, and he was the biggest talent in the group, then he left.
He was the talent of the group,
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so the last one, and we're going to tie it all together, baby.
Oh, yeah. Number one.
Let's do it together. One,
all right,
2, 3.
Nickelback.
Okay, so Nickelback is the most hated band, and I looked at over and everywhere and all over the internet.
Yeah.
Every
list.
It's Nickelback.
Every list, they're number one. Way to go, Chad.
Yeah.
This is probably number one they don't want to be proud of.
No, but I don't think they give a shit. Again, it's like they're so paid that they don't care.
Here, I have a story I need to tell. Now, yes, they're on the list. They're on every list.
Yep.
However, I have a friend whose daughter is on the spectrum. She has autism.
Okay.
And they've gone to see Nickelback a couple of times.
Yep.
And they've gotten backstage and they've talked with the band. And Chad Kroeger, every time he sees her, remembers her name, remembers the conversation, and talks to her for as long as she wants to talk.
Amazing.
So there is there's something good about Chad Kroeger. But then on the flip side, you hear all this other stuff about Chad Kroeger. And it's like, really, dude? Like, did you catch him on a bad day or what's going on? Like, it's hard to tell.
It is. And again, you can be nice and still be kind of a challenge too.
You can't be nice to everybody because somebody's going to take offense to something you've done or something that you didn't do.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I did this last little bit.
Oh my
we'll just go through it. I did just for fun.
Sure.
I did most hated songs.
Nice.
I like it. We've got time. We'll put the
Absolutely.
I did 10 top 10 most hated songs.
I love it. I freaking love it.
Some of it's me, some of it's everything else.
All right.
Okay, so I'll go 10.
Sure.
So it's the hamster dance. Okay, Hampton the hamster.
Oh my God.
It's initially created by the Canadian art student Deirdre Lacarte for her pet hamster. This little ditty was the result of a competition between her and her friends to produce the most internet traffic.
Nice.
It was slow to start, but eventually, annoyingly, it took off. It's everywhere. It's on T-shirts, coffee mugs. By the way, thank you for the coffee mug you made today, bud. We've got Dawg and Gus coffee mug.
Yes, we do, and I will drop the name of the person who made it on the next podcast because I want to get a little blurb for her.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And the virus went viral.
The hamster. Of course it did. Of course it did. You know what? I'm going to let you do number 9 because I want to do number 8.
Sure.
Yeah.
Number 9 is "Party in the USA" by Miley Cyrus. Originally, it was written for British songstress Jessie J. "Party in the USA," who was passed on to Miley after it was deemed not edgy enough. Considering the ex-Disney star's well-publicized change of image since then, the record must annoy her as much as it does us. This is her transitional period between Kids TV and Twerk Supremo. Yeah, that's all I'll give it. It's cheesy, but it makes you feel a little queasy.
Sure, yeah, queasy and cheesy. Yeah. So this next one, I'm not going to read what you wrote because I have a little story about this one. So this came out, hit hard, man. Crazy Frog was doing everything. Axel F is obviously from the Beverly Hills Cop movie.
Yeah.
And anyway, it did everything, and it's the most annoying, fun stuff to listen to ever. I have all three CDs of Crazy Frog.
Oh, man.
And the funny part about this, when my nephew, Grayson, was in his 8 or 9 years old, he loved this stuff. And what did Uncle Dave do?
Played it.
Oh, no. Made him CDs of it and gave it to him.
Oh, that's good.
Much to the chagrin of my brother and his wife. They hated me. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, Grayson asked for it. And it's the other songs too, right? So anyway, that's my little fun story about that.
I love it.
Yeah.
"Stupid Ho" by Nicki Minaj.
I have no idea what this song's about.
Anyways, it's a brilliant. Sometimes you get brilliant lyrics in hip hop. This is not one of those times. Okay, supposedly Nicki Minaj is an adversary, Lil' Kim, but no one's really quite sure, and no one really cares.
Right.
If their feud really did spark this track, then we're hoping they could find it in their hearts to forgive one another.
Right.
Just take it off the radio, man.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know this song.
Neither do I, but it's number 6.
Oh, no.
The Ketchup Song.
The Ketchup Song, and it's by, I don't even know how to pronounce that, so I'm not even going to
Well, it's like the 21st version of the Macarena.
Okay.
It was released in 2002. and it was a summer song. It was a summer song. I actually do remember the song. It was.
I'm not remembering it.
Was awful. And then I'll do 5 just because I talked about him earlier. And this is the song that basically pisses everybody off. About him. So it's called Soulja Boy. So it was Crank That. It was like the Soulja Boy song.
Right.
It was in 2007.
Okay.
And he invaded the music charts because it was like it went off. Like people were doing dances. There was a certain way to do the Soulja Boy. Like NFL players were doing dances.
Man, okay.
Anyways,
right.
yeah. I'll let you do the next one.
Number 4.
Hey, Chris Chabot, if you're listening, this is for you, brother.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
I have no idea who you are. But Cotton Eye Joe is like the bane of my existence as a DJ.
But he would. So the reason I say that is Chris went to a lot of Sens games that we all did back in the day.
Right.
And they always play Cotton Eye Joe, and it was so annoying.
It's catchy. It is, but it needs to die. It needs
to go away.
It needs to go to the graveyard.
The
and it needs to go there.
Yeah.
Every wedding I did when it came out in the 90s, up until you got to play this song. No, I don't.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, at the Lone Star when I used to DJ there, they would line dance to it, right? So it was like, okay, Dave, I don't really want to, but that's too bad. You have to put it on. So anyway,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
For you do this one.
My Humps by the Black Eyed Peas. And
my humps. It wasn't really like musical genius.
No, it certainly wasn't. And you know what? I get why it's on this list. And that's all I'm going to say about
Fergie.
that. Yeah, her
and her humps.
Yeah,
it wasn't just her. It wasn't just her fur. It was junk and not the one that's in Fergie's jeans.
Yeah, exactly. It was just crap. It was crap.
Do you know this song?
Yes. Friday, Friday, Friday. It's horrible. It sounds like Baby Baby. Like sounds like sorry, I ruined it. I ruined it.
No, you didn't.
Okay. Anyway, it's a terrible song. It should never have been on the radio. But she got her
Friday.
Yeah, she got her 15 minutes of fame off that song.
Rebecca Black.
Yeah.
So before we unveil our top pick, I gave a few honorable mentions.
You sure did.
So Taylor Swift, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together.
Great. Such a great song.
Oh, come on. That title is awful.
I'm teasing.
Like, why we are never ever getting back together.
Sounds a little bitter there, Taylor.
Come on, Taylor.
Come on. You're better than that.
You go, bro.
One Direction. What makes you beautiful? I have no idea what this song's about.
No, because you don't listen to One Direction.
You're right, I don't. Why aren't they on the list?
Well, because I don't know. I didn't put any boy bands on the list.
No, I didn't see, except for the only band we had that was like boy bandish was our female band.
Yeah, Pussycat Dolls. Yeah. Paris Hilton, Stars Are Blind. Do you remember that song?
No, and apparently they're tone deaf as well.
Oh my God, yeah. She's actually on the list of most hated people.
Well, yeah, and anyway.
No, she shouldn't.
Willow Smith, Whip My Hair. Watch Me Whip.
Yeah.
Watch Me Nay Nay. Yeah. That was kind of catchy.
It was catchy.
For about a minute.
It was a one-hit wonder, man.
Yeah, for a minute.
Another great episode of ours.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'll let you do number one.
No, you do number one, baby.
You
do it, baby.
So it's Justin Bieber, it's Baby, 2010. Number one.
Yeah, I did a wedding, and my friend asked me if I could do a mashup for her, like, a bunch of different songs. This is one of them on it, and I was trying to figure out how to do it, and I had to listen to this song repeatedly for like 4 or 5 days, 2 or 3 hours. It was like, I'm surprised I'm still alive.
Baby,
don't.
Baby,
I will come across this desk at you. I so hate this song.
My niece loved that song.
Yeah,
she would have only been like, 12 at the time.
Yeah, so good.
Which made sense. I mean, that was kind of
that was his
demographic.
That was definitely his demographic.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And if you agree with us, good. If you don't agree with us, too bad.
Yeah, we still you can hate on us all you want.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Yeah, exactly. I had fun. That was good.
Yep.
Okay. Well, have a great week, bro.
All right, you too, man. And take care out there, everybody.